Hey there, code crunchers and tech explorers. By the end of this video, you might just discover that software architects are the unsung heroes, or maybe the secret villains, depending on your last software update. So, let's kick things off. What on earth is software architecture? Imagine building a house. You wouldn't start nailing boards together without a blueprint, right? Unless you're on one of those chaotic DIY shows where everything that can go wrong does. Similarly, software architecture is the grand blueprint of a software system. It's how all the pieces fit together, interact, and ultimately function, or occasionally malfunction, in harmony. Picture this: a web service built using the REST architectural style. We've got a physical server. Think of it as the plot of land. On this server, we deploy a virtual machine running. That's your foundation. Then comes the web service built with a REST framework, the walls and roof. Clients interact with the API, much like guests using the front door instead of, climbing through a window like raccoons. Unless your clients are raccoons, in which case you've got bigger problems. The role of a software architect can vary wildly depending on the project's size. Kinda like how the captain's job on a fishing boat differs from that on the Titanic. Hopefully, with fewer icebergs involved. On smaller projects, one brave soul might wear all the hats. Architect, team lead, senior developer, occasional therapist, you name it. Talk about multitasking. So, besides causing occasional headaches, what do architects actually produce? Designs of the system, crafting the overall structure, and determining how components interact. Strategic decisions, making those big calls that are expensive to reverse, like choosing the tech stack or architectural style. Problem solving, mapping out solutions to complex issues. Remember when your app slowed to a crawl under heavy load? Yeah, they fixed that. Documentation, creating architecture vision documents and other fun paperwork. Someone's got to do it. Now let's talk about understanding business needs. Because what's the point of building a spaceship when the client asked for a bicycle? They translate business requirements into technical solutions, like turning vague requests into actionable plans. It involves effective communication with product owners, managers, and sometimes deciphering what "make it pop" really means. Architects often team up with business analysts. Think Batman and Robin, but with less spandex. They collaborate to transform business requirements into technical realities. It's a two-way street. Analysts bring the what, architects figure out the how. Architects need to see the forest and the trees. It's like playing chess while juggling, blindfolded. They require top-notch soft skills, communication, leadership, and the ability to collaborate with teams spread across time zones. Don't worry, they need hard skills too. A broad technical horizon, understanding various technologies, and knowing that Kubernetes isn't a Greek philosopher. They must grasp computer science fundamentals, algorithms, data structures, the stuff you thought you'd never use after college. Alright, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What are the architect's rights and responsibilities, besides drinking coffee and looking thoughtful? Designing systems, ensuring they meet all requirements, functional and otherwise. Participating in the SDLC, that's the software development lifecycle, not some new boy band. Choosing technologies, researching, evaluating, and recommending tools and platforms. Collaboration, working with everyone, from developers to DevOps engineers, to bring the project to life. Great, but what rights does architect have? Making bold decisions. Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit. Flexibility. It's okay to postpone decisions for more information. Rome wasn't coded in a day. Admitting ignorance, saying, "I don't know, but I'll find out," is better than pretending. Having the final say. When debates go in circles, someone needs to cut the Gordian knot. Developing architecture isn't throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. It involves a process. Identifying architectural drivers, figuring out what requirements and constraints are steering the ship. Transforming drivers into solutions, turning needs into actionable plans. Documenting decisions, risks, and assumptions. Yes, more paperwork, but future, you will thank you. Creating an implementation roadmap, because wandering aimlessly rarely gets you where you want to go, unless you're in a sandbox game. Different folks expect different strokes from architects. Product owners, Deliver on their vision without derailing the project. Managers, clarity on tasks, timelines, and resource allocation. Engineers, guidance and mentorship without micromanagement. Testers, collaboration to squash bugs before they become features. Users, a seamless experience that doesn't make them want to throw their device out the window. Here's the deal. Being an architect is like being the captain of a ship in Pirates of the Caribbean. You're steering the vessel, dealing with unpredictable elements, and occasionally fighting off metaphorical krakens, or actual bugs in the code. But unlike Captain Jack Sparrow, you can't just wing it with a witty one-liner and a bottle of rum. There are the key survival tips. Stay involved. Don't be the distant figure who only appears when something goes wrong. Communicate. Clarity is your best friend. Ambiguity is your worst enemy. Mentor. Share your knowledge. After all, the future rests on the next generation. Stay curious. Technology evolves faster than fashion trends, so keep learning. Build relationships. Knowing the right people can turn mountains back into molehills. Remember, you're not just building software. You're building relationships, trust, and maybe a next legendary legacy. And remember, in the grand architecture of life, we're all both the designers and the builders. Thanks for watching. Check out these other videos where we explore the quirks and quandaries of the tech world.